instead of yo. Okay, I'm flipping you all around. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, we've got the animations for the accessories pretty far along right now. The big thing that we need to cover, that we need to like wrap up today, is accessory combinations. Yeah. So today we're gonna write down a list of all the different types of accessories that we can have, because you know we've got over 100 accessories on for like individual accessories, right? So let's see. Here we go. Movement. Okay. So you see all of these, like bowler hat, bow tie. Look at how many we've got. Jeez, it's so long. So we need to come up with the combination system, because you know we could do like mullet and a floaty, right? It works. You know what I mean? So should we do that though is the question, you know? So I think we've got to be a little sparing here. Okay, everybody, we've got to be really sparing. We've got to talk about Joey list. Well, actually, let's make it like a JSON file, because that's going to be the final version. So here we go. Okay. Combinations. No worries. Honestly, I've been a little light on the lives lately. I just it's been crunch time for us, and I'm feeling the stress of it. Not the stress of it, but you know, there's a lot to do. So okay, so first of all, I think like let's start from the top. What will go with the bowler hat? So each, for some reason, it's always that two is the max combinations that we can do. So with the bowler hat, we can definitely do a bow tie and a bowler hat. I think that's a given, right? Bow tie or bowler, bow tie combo. We do not a top hat. No. You know what? I think a monocle would work really well. Monocle and a bowler hat. That looks pretty good. Should we do aviators? That looks pretty good, actually. How's it going, Charlie? What's happening? And Nobila, thanks so much for coming back. I appreciate it. We're today is going to be a little bit more fun than what I've been doing lately. We've been we're at this point now where we have to come up with all the combinations of accessories that we need to make. So like, you know, Brittany with a bowler hat, I don't think that works. It kind of looks good, but should we do it? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Well, so the Harry Styles, like Harry Styles, I don't think we'll have a combination with it, because the Harry Styles is really choppy, honestly, because it's so detailed. I had to like run it through Illustrator to do to break it out into an image, because images don't work, so it's got to be like SVGs. Okay. All right, so we're talking bowler hat right now. Bowler hat with the neck bandana. Nah, that's kind of boring. Bowler hat with the devil in disguise. No, that doesn't work. Let's do. I think that's it. I think that's all we should do. Right? Should we do bowler hat with a wand? I don't know. Nah. They're like, we could literally do too much, you know? It's so this program is called Rive, and so what I'm doing right now is basically like, so I designed the whole thing in Figma, and then Rive is an animation software that allows us to pass like individual things in. So you can see like I've turned on bowler hat. I can turn it off and put on bow tie. And then when I restart the animation, now it's just the bow tie. And so right now it's not moving, but I could make it go, -3, and then when I tap moving, now it moves. You see, so we're gonna do that in code. We're gonna be passing all this stuff in. We can make them flip around every once in a while by just like passing in that it's gonna be facing right or not. And then and so the cool part about it on the accessories is like when the Joey is born, they're going to have a random accessory tied to them. You just won't know what it is until Monday, at which point it's going to reset and it's going to be like fully grown. And so, so the, geez, I just realized something. Woo. Yeah, cool. And the, but anyway, so we'll be able to pass 2 accessories at once to the Joey. So that's what we're going to come up with right now is the combinations of all that. So when's it going to be in the App Store? So we are planning to hit test flight beta next week. Probably going to be around late. We're probably going to be late next week. Maybe Friday, Thursday or Friday kind of thing. We'll see. There's a chance that it's a little bit earlier, but I don't think it's going to be earlier. Cool. No, what happens when you get the app on a Wednesday and you get your Joey every Wednesday? No. So how that works is you'll have your newborn Joey. It'll be Wednesday Joey. It won't be like baby Joey. So and then based on that week's purchases, it'll still like act as if you had signed up on Monday kind of thing. So that's how it's gonna work. So bow tie can definitely go with top hat for sure. Let's see. Should bow tie go? No, bow tie does not work with a neck bandana. Should we do bow tie monocle? The monocle is a nice one. Nope, monocle doesn't look good. Okay. Ooh, how about bow tie and eyebrow? Sign up to be notified when it comes out. Will let me know when it's on test flight or just the App Store. So if you requested, if you requested the beta, then you will get notified when the beta is ready. Otherwise, if you said no, I don't want to do beta, then it will wait, kind of thing. So, we'll wait till it's actually in the App Store, like full, which I think will probably be late, like mid-August is probably when it's going to be fully released, kind of thing. So, dates on release. So, kind of what we're going to do right now. So, every time you push the App Store, you have to go through a review process, App Store or Play Store. And so we're going to basically push something tomorrow that's like really bad, like a really, really simple version, like barely even the actual game or app or whatever it is. It'll like barely even be involved. But that's going to allow us to get approved by the app stores. And then from then on, it's going to be an instant review process. And so we'll probably be actually pushing the real version around Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And then it'll be like the next day we'll be ready. So that's kind of how it's going to go. So that's beta. And then we're probably going to need to spend like probably 3 to 4 weeks mapping out the final versions, which will be, early to mid-August is when the full release will be. So there you go. Should we do cowboy hat with a bow tie? Nah. I don't know. That kind of looks pretty good. Let's do it. Not the Aladdin though, right? Yeah, that doesn't look as good. That's cool. It's kind of like punk, right? Like a mohawk with a bow tie. Bow tie goes with a lot of things. So, yeah. Harry Potter. Did Harry Potter ever wear a bow tie? Because Harry Potter Joey does. So, yeah. That looks pretty good. Like, so this one's supposed to be My Hero anime, but it still just looks cool. So, nah, no hood. Should we do Fez hat with a bow tie? Yeah. Bow tie literally goes with so much. We've got a Bronto head. Nah, that doesn't look good. COVID mask with a bow tie? Nah. Punk but stylish. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Post Malone with a bow tie. Here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see these better. Nah, that doesn't look good. Classy astronaut? Nah. You know what I like? I like the idea of Crocs bow tie. It's like party on the bottom, you know. Like, why? But it's gonna be a thing, so don't even worry about it. Flipper's kind of cool. I think that's it. Kind of like looking through them all. Sword Scythe. Maybe this is like Survivor, classy Survivor, you know? The floaty, I think, is also going to be a big one that goes with a lot. Ooh, crown. For sure. Mullet. I don't think the unicorn is necessary. I think it's like too much. Okay. Should we do Classy Devil? Oh, you classy devil. We've already got top hat. Cool. Okay. Bow tie is ready. All right. Dragon. I don't think Dragon's going to go with anything. Well, let's confirm. Should we do... We could do Dragon with shoes, maybe? That's kind of pointless, right? What's happening, Coon? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I love the idea of doing animations specific to accessories. However, it's gonna be really we're definitely in like crunch time right now. Oh, that one's pretty cool. I don't know. Never mind. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think Dragon's gonna go with anything. It's just. Oh wait, hold up. What if Dragon goes with the eyes? Where's the eyes? Is eyes not a thing? Okay, here it is. Dragon with eyes? What do you think? Well, sweet. I'm glad that you're spending your free time with me, you know? What do we think about the eyes with the dragon? John Cena's butt. What's happening? Yeah, glad you're back. It's we're in the deep end now on Joey. There's a lot of little things to do. Okay, so we're going with eyes. Okay. So I think eyes is like the only one that will go with it. Wait, spike collar maybe? Spike collar's good too. Jeez, yeah, that looks really good. Maybe glowing red eyes. Okay. Well, yeah. That would be a different accessory, which we don't have set up yet. So for now, let's not. Does the budgeting app have widgets? Yes. So basically, yeah. So the whole thing is that you get your weekly budget, and that's the water level in the Joey Bowl, right? So the There's also an expenses tab, which is going to break down everything on your bills, and then you can turn variable expenses into deeper categories like groceries and things like that. And so each of those, and also that's going to have a monthly budget that will break out each category into it to show you kind of like how much is left of your monthly budget. So essentially, that's how we're going to do the widgets. Is going to be a combination of those three. So it's going to show like every 5 seconds or so, it's going to flip from the status of your bowls to the monthly budget you have left, and then like just a rough outline of how much you've spent in each category compared to how much you planned to spend that month. So so like, like every 5 or 6 seconds, it'll just like fade from one to the next kind of thing. So however, this is not going to be at beta. It's and I mean, maybe it won't even be at launch, but we'll see. I don't know. It's I think it's a really important thing, right? Like if you have this on your home screen, you're definitely going to get in the app way more. So yeah, I don't know. I think we'll probably tackle that before launch. So which, by the way, so beta's hitting next week. Launch will probably come like 3 weeks later. So will it be on Android as well? Yes. So all of our apps, we build them in Flutter, and so that allows us to do. Scythe is good. That allows us to build one code base for both iOS and Android. So yes, basically we will be having this on both iOS and Android. I kind of like a wand idea too. You guys can't see it. Shoot, sorry. Progress on Task Tree V2. We have not made any. So it's basically what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna kind of like do like a little bit of like a workshop kind of vibe where we sit down and really map out like what's wrong with it, what's right with it. We might even do that like as an event on our Discord kind of thing. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're planning it out a little bit, but basically where we're at is we still have so much development to hit on Save Joey, then on Digital Closet, and then only then will we be freed up to say, yeah, we want to go do Task Tree V2, or no, we're gonna like focus on Moody Me right now, kind of thing. So I think we're going to do Moody Me after we get the V2 Task Tree. I think Task Tree is gonna come first. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Kuhn. And like, so we actually kind of have a little bit of a questionnaire, or not really. Like, it's if you go to tasktree.nolt.io, and I think I made a Bitly link of this, but in here there's like a list of features that people have suggested, and then you can upvote them. So looks like gamification is a big one. The notifications is the highest voted, which we actually have, which means that there's a huge UX issue with that if people aren't getting notifications. So that's kind of the questionnaire. So I think that's what we're going to come into Discord with and into the workshop with, where we kind of like say, all right, these are things that people have asked for. How do we get to that point, right? So the idle animation, you like it? Yeah, it's kind of like just flicking the tail a little bit every once in a while, like the leg snaps just slightly. So is there a way to get to the Android beta? So we don't have this on iOS or Android yet. We don't have beta out yet, but we are planning on hitting it probably late next week is the goal. So I think we're definitely on track to hit that goal. So but anyways, if you go to savejoey.com, you can get on the wait list, and in that you can request beta access, which will give you the stuff there. So okay, so we've got Dragon mapped out. Aviators, there's gonna be a lot of things that go with aviators, so let's dive in. I don't think Top Hat's gonna work. Nope, it's Devil in Disguise does not work either. Hijab is super badass. Look at that, I love that. Neck bandana is pretty dope too. So what I'm doing right now is we have to come up with a list of all of our Joey combinations, because each each Joey, like each accessory, can happen on its own, or it can happen in succession with another thing. Like so, like mullet with an aviator, that's a definite one, right? Yeah, I think aviators is going to be a common one actually. Just hopped on, saw Joey, and was here for the first live. What? That's so dope. Yeah, that's super cool. Welcome back. I'm glad that FYP is hitting again today, so that's good. But yeah, basically, this program, we are now out of Figma and into the software called Rive, which basically is like an animation software. And so what we do is we send code to the animation, and then it loads specific accessories to play. So like you see, and so what I'm doing is I'm just like checking these little accessory pieces off. You see, so I just turned on Stego, which gives them Stegosaurus spines, right? Or eyes, right? There's eyes as a one. So then there's like weapons on the tail, duct tape to it. So yeah, that's kind of how this whole system works. It's called Rive, R-I-V-E, but it is really cool. And it's kind of cool, like when I had never used it before, and so I actually was like doing tutorial videos on TikTok lives as I was learning. But yeah, I've come a long way in the program, and it certainly is pretty fancy. So it's actually still in beta, which is kind of funny. But hi, how's it going? Anne enjoys life. I'm glad that you enjoy life. Yeah. I hope you're enjoying your day too. Oh, koala. I love the koala. It's so good. So I have two daughters, and I was reading a book this morning, like an animal book, to one of my daughter, and apparently koalas sleep 20 hours a day. Did you know that? So, fun fact for you. Also, another fun fact is whenever my daughter sees Joey, she calls it a camel. So, yeah. I may or may not have taken that personally and tried to redesign Joey offline one day. And then I was just like, wait, no, I'm going crazy here. So, yeah. You also sleep 20 hours a day. No, you don't. Are you a koala, Coon? You're not a koala. Should Post Malone have... Yeah, Post Malone should definitely have... I love Post Malone, Joey. Nah, no hard hat. No snorkel either. Ooh, there you go. Code mask. Fez? Yeah, Fez looks good. Fez looks really good. Cloud10, thank you so much for the follow. Wow. We haven't we haven't met yet, or if we have, I'm sorry for not remembering. But today is a great day to join. We're working on so much right now, like for real, like it's insane how much we're working on. But yeah, it's all really coming together. And I think in the next few months, like we're gonna have 4 apps launched. Definitely by the end of the year, we'll have 4 apps launched. Really by the I think in October we're on track to having 4 apps. So with Accessory V2 happening, so it's a big few months for us. So I'm gonna stop talking about how big of a few months it's gonna be. So ski hat's cool. Yeah, I love the Crocs too. I think the Crocs is probably gonna grace a lot of the combinations actually. So, yeah. So what I'm doing right now, by the way, for anybody who's just coming in, I'm working on accessory combinations for the Joey, and so what we have to do is we have to write out a list of every single combination that we want Joey to have. And then we're gonna put them all together in what's called a JSON file. And so the JSON file here, let me show you what the structure upgrades one looks like. Because by the way, I finished that one this morning.
So this is what the JSON looks like. So basically how it works is this grabs what artboard I'm loading inside of Rive. Then it says what the state machine is. And then each one of these are called objects. And so each object gets an ID, it gets a name. So this is the castle. It gets a price on how many Joeys you're going to have to sacrifice. And then this is an SVG of the of what it looks like, so we don't have to load the animation every single time. So yeah, this is all of them. We've got 18 total. And so yeah, so basically we're going to have to do that same thing here with all of our Joeys. So right now I'm writing out all of the accessories and then what combinations they can also have. So now I'm going to turn that into a JSON file. So boom. What's the name of the company that will be dropping it? So we are, so this is my agency's channel, right? It's called Rad Collab is our agency. And so we have 2 designers, 2 developers, and we also are, we're definitely like growing team. We're about to bring on another developer, probably another editor, and probably another designer in the next few months as well. So big few months for our company here, Rad Collab. So how this whole thing works is we make these apps alongside all of you. Oh my God, look at the Rocky one with aviators. That's so good. So we make all this with you, and then inside, basically the money that we make from our client projects, most of the profit is going to making these apps kind of thing. And so, so that's kind of how it all works is like we've got Rad Collab, the agency making apps, or who also makes apps with our community. And then because of that, we're getting more clients and bigger clients. And then those clients are keeping it so that we don't have to take investment. So so we'll see how it goes. I do feel that there is a coming decision to be made where around like our time. I'm feeling very constrained every day. My personal self time. So I'm Nolan. I'm the guy who you see on the TikToks. So I'm like the founder of it, but I'm also like I'm definitely the project manager, all the product managers across the board, and the lead UX person and project manager for all of our client projects. So, and then I'm also designing on this, probably 2 hours a day on lives. And so it's, time. Oh, and also I'm editing all of the videos on our TikTok. So basically, time is really tight right now. And so I'm kind of just, we're going to have to figure out how to work that out. But the good thing is every day we're getting closer to profitability. We're right now, I'm not really making much money from any of this, but we're close with all the client projects we've been getting. And then, and then we're going to basically, that's going to allow us to grow the team. Instead of paying me, it's going to go towards bringing on new people to be able to help with my time. So so that's the plan. So Cam2342, what is that? What's the app name? It's going to be called Save Joey. It's not on the app stores yet. We've been making this on TikTok Lives. We're hitting beta. We're shooting for next week. So definitely stay tuned. If you go to savejoey.com to get on the wait list, and you can also request beta access there as well. So but also stay a while. This is an awesome community. We're doing all this on all this started from TikTok, and so from Discord, and then we brought it into TikTok Live. So, but hey, Nosebleed Mackie, thanks so much for giving me a follow. You made an awesome decision today, because this is a really cool community, and honestly, with this Save Joey app, things are changing on how we go about making our apps. So we have another app that's already launched. It's called Task Tree. It's a to-do list app, and it started from TikTok comments, right? And so the whole time we were using comments to show off, to be like, oh, that's a great idea for a feature. We should go make that. And so we went through that whole process, and Yeah, and then basically where we came to is, sorry, I was typing. But yeah, where we but then Save Joey happened, and like this is an entirely different process than Task Tree. Task Tree, we used comments. This time we're like literally using like live feedback. There's no way we could get closer to you all, and so it's super exciting for me that like I thought we already had raised the bar, but then now we're doing it again. So yeah. Did I say when launch is? Yes. Basically, beta should be hitting next week, probably by the end of the week, and we'll be rolling out to the wait list the week after. However, we're going to be doing some lives, and also if you're in our Discord, we'll be sending out beta earlier into next week there. So yeah, what's the app about? Let me do a walkthrough of the app. But before I do that, I just want to thank Callie Ann 2 for giving me a follow. Koala's Cuz, thanks for following me as well. Both of you are very much welcome to this community, and this is a fun place to talk about apps, right? And so, yeah, so let me talk about the app. I'm going to go through a really quick walkthrough of everything. And Lorianne Chianchi, I'm going with Chianchi. Thanks for giving me a follow. Eep, you're awesome too for giving me a follow. All right, so you sign up, obviously. You're going to be able to connect your bank account, or you could skip this if you'd like. If you skip it, it's going to go manual mode. It's going to ask you to set up your income, your bills, and how much you want to save, along with how often you want to get reminded about the app. And so yeah, you can connect your bank account. We're going to use this API called Plaid that handles all the security for us. And yeah, so what it's going to do, it's going to go through the past few months of income and expenses. It's going to map out things that happen regularly. So like Netflix or rent, right? Like bills and subscriptions will get shown in this list. And basically that's going to go towards how much your monthly bills are. You can also set a reminder for like 3 or 4 days before the bills, just so that you can get reminded and know to go pay those bills. Also, it's going to check for income, and it'll list those incomes out for there. So what that does basically is, let's say that you make $2,000 in monthly income, then you have $1,000 in monthly bills. So what that does is that means you have $1,000 of budget of variable expenses, and then that turns into a $230 weekly budget. So yeah, so that's how. That's the entire game, though, is basically monthly budget equates to weekly budget. And so, yeah, so what happens is it shows up this, like, hey, welcome, I'm your first Joey. And let me show you the little animations we made, because we spent a lot of time on these intro animations, and they're fucking killer animations, in my opinion. So let me show you. Okay, so the first one here shows up. We got an egg hatching. Your little Joey comes out. By the way, Joeys are tadpoles, even though they're made from two mammals. We decided they are born as tadpoles. And so yeah, so that's what happens here is it says, welcome, I'm your first Joey, and that animation you saw shows up there. Then what happens is it goes to the next one, and it says, here we go. So it's going to show, you see it's going to go down, and the water goes down, because basically that is your weekly budget, is your water. So the water and the budget equates to your weekly budget. And so as you spend, like, let's say it's $100, as you spend your $100 during the week, the water goes down 1% at a time, right? Or $1 or whatever. Yeah, and then the next step up is it explains that your Joey will grow in day by day until they're fully grown. And once they're fully grown, they're going to start sporting their personality to you. And they do that through a randomized accessory. You don't get to choose this accessory because it's actually their personality. So it could be 2001 VMA Britney Joey, or it could be a dragon, or it could be a top hat, right? Or let's see. I think my favorite one right now, from the beginning, my favorite has been Devil in Disguise Joey. It's just so classy, But also the where is it? Bjork Swan dress. Where is it? Yes, here it is. Bjork Swan dress is really good too. So can it connect to banks from other countries? Yes. So I've been saying dollars. Basically, plaid. So first of all, it's going to go with the currency of your country. So even if you're outside of the coverage area, it's going to automatically set to like if you're in Switzerland, isn't it Swiss francs, right? Is it? And so it'll show up as Swiss francs, not dollars. And so, also plaid connects to the U.S., Canada, Ireland, UK, France, Spain, Netherlands, and there's one more. Yeah, I think that's it, right? There's more countries coming, and yeah, so there you go. Is there a hijab option? Yes, friend, bestie. Yes. Let me go find it. Where is it? Where is the animations? Okay, here you go. So let me go show you. So right here is my animation software. It's called Rive. And so all of these are the accessories that we choose from. And so what we do is we pass code to the animation and it automatically loads it. So this is wizard hat with a spike collar, Joey. And so you can see it's like kind of chilling. This is the floating animation. It kind of like rocks a little bit. The tail kind of swiggles a little bit, you can see. And so, so what we do is we would pass in hijab to Joey. So we've got hijab Joey. And also I think we're going to show hijab with aviators every once in a while too. So hijab aviators, Joey. So yeah, here you go. And also this is Joey doing a flip. Whee! The leg got messed up there. I don't know what's happening. This is Joey moving. So nice. What platform do we use to build this? So we are using the framework called Flutter. So it's like hand coded kind of thing. And so so kind of running through. This is Figma. This is our design software. So that's where we designed everything on TikTok Lives. It was like 100% through TikTok Lives that we designed this. And so I forgot to mention there's a cash flow section which will show your weekly income versus expenses. You'll be able to add income and expenses and then see all your transactions. Also, there will be alerts from Joey, and those will turn into push notifications. So like Joey will tell you to stop if you're overspending, kind of thing. You can also upgrade this structure. So like the castle could be, any of these, but in order to do that, you have to sacrifice your Joey. It's like a good edge to this game or app or whatever. But anyways, all of this was built in Flutter, and we're hitting beta next week. So is there an app for a phone? Yes. So this will be an iOS and Android app. Thanks for your hard work. Hope it's helps. Greeting from Switzerland. What's happening? I just love doing this. So it's really fun for me to be working on this projects with all of you. So thank you for following me and being a part of this with me. What's the flags for? So basically, you're going to be able to upgrade watercolors in the bowl. So it can be really any hex code you can choose. You'll be able to make it whatever you want. You can also make it a flag option, which will look like this. So you can make like Pride Water as your Joey bowl water bowl. There you go. And so that costs like 2 Joeys to upgrade for that. So, and by costs 2 Joeys, I mean this. You see, so it's like basically the Joeys that you. So the idea of the game is you save money in real life by not overspending on your weekly budget, and then whenever you do that, you get a new Joey, which will come in as a tadpole. Day by day, they grow up from tadpole up through baby adolescence into teenage years, and then finally into full grown. So that happens day by day over the course of 7 days. And so on the 7th day, you get to see what accessory they have, as long as you haven't overspent. And then the idea is like, let's say that you get let's say that you get a Harry Styles Joey. And you're like, why the hell is Harry Styles part of this game? I don't even like Harry Styles. Why would I want it? And so then you're like, okay, I do like Bjork dress Joey, but I'm kind of on the fence on chef hat Joey. And so okay, So I'll go ahead and sacrifice these two in order to upgrade from the Joey would sign to like duckies, right? And so that's kind of the idea is you collect Joeys over time, you curate them by trimming the ones you don't like. And then you use that to curate your bowl into like any kind of like a beach setting or a palm tree or a desert, right? And so the duckies are really cool. I've actually animated those. Let me show you the animation on them. No, Biden Joey has been a suggestion that we've done. We've heard the problem that I've had with Biden Joey or Joey Biden would be how we name it is like there's really no like iconic, yep, that's Joe Biden thing. You know what I mean? Okay, where's it? Let's see. Where's the duckies? Yeah, but there's really no like iconic, that's Joe Biden look outside of like aviators with a suit. But we've been trying to avoid clothing because it's really hard to like make that look natural in 2D animation. And like I'm like kind of an animator, and so so I've kind of we haven't touched it yet. We may eventually. So. But yeah, look at the duckies. They kind of just go back and forth, right? And there's a little ugly one that's like behind everybody. So that's the other thing too. Is like I'd like to stay unpolitical. Is a budgeting app where you have Dolpharoos. Like it's too goofy to make any kind of stance. Okay, so what is next that we're doing right now? Wait, actually, have I covered everything? Oh, yeah, there's a dark mode. That's what dark mode looks like. That's it, I think. Oh, yeah, you get bills, come in as bills, and everything else goes into variable expenses. From there, you can convert a variable expense into a new list of items. So you could set like let's say that you go to the grocery store and it's the same grocery store all the time. And although you may go like every Monday, it's a different price every time because you don't get the same exact stuff, right? And so you can move that into groceries, and then those will come in as a budget item in your monthly expenses. And then so you can convert other things into other things. And so the cool thing is you'll be able to name what that is. You can set rules, so like all future purchases at that grocery store will automatically go towards groceries, right? So yes, and then also there's gonna be widgets too. So yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah, you know what's really cool is like I didn't come up with this, like right, like we did as a group. So somebody, Melty Mermaid, in our Discord dropped this early June. I think it was like June 2nd, and so she was like, "Hey, go make a ADHD budgeting app. It'd be really cool." And so like wrote out all of this information for me, and so I was like, "Yo, I'm about to go on a TikTok live. Let's go chat about it." And by the way, Caitlin T3, thanks so much for following me. I saw a few other ones come in. I'm so sorry that I didn't personally thank you, but thank you for joining this community. You're the best. But anyway, so we wrote this out, and so I was like, yo, I'm about to hop on the App Store. I'm about to hop on the TikTok live. Let's chat about it. It's going to be on the App Store and the Play Store, by the way. So I started with like talking about how I go about designing. I don't use user stories. I use user flows. And so we mapped out all of the features that we wanted to do. And then we were like, okay, we want to show income versus expenses, and we want it to be weekly. We want to also be able to see overall cash flow. And so we wrote all that out. And then we kind of had this idea where you would have like a water where the water would run out, like a cup of water, and the water would run out as you spent your budget. And then somebody was like, "Yo, we should make it a fish bowl where it's like the water level is the fish bowl." And then somebody was like, "I would name my fish bowl Joey," and then I was like, "Okay, we should make it a kangaroo instead of because Joey's like baby kangaroos are Joey's, right?" And so and then that was when it really got off the rails, where it's like a kangaroo in a bowl where it's kind of equates. It's just super goofy. But random person 3798, welcome to the community. Thanks for giving me a follow. Appreciate you. I really do. So for a while it was literally just a kangaroo floating in the water, and then we ended up giving them dolphin features, and so that was when it went from a kangaroo to a dolpharoo. I think it should be called a kanga fin because it looks more kangaroo-like than a dolphin, but the community has consistently outvoted me that this is a dolpharoo. However, I did get a kanga fin into the game a little bit. So one of the structure upgrades. So by the way, you'll be able to upgrade this castle. So by default, you come in and it's a castle in the bowl. You can change that to a fish bowl, which is actually a kanga fin, right? So like this is a dolpharoo, right? Because it's more more kangaroo than dolphin, and this is a kanga fin because it's more kangaroo or more dolphin than kangaroo. So yeah, so you'll be able to upgrade the structure for that. So it's kind of like a fishbowlception, right? Is the app out? No, it's not yet. Yeah, so again, like all this started like the first week of June. So we've been designing it and developing it. Development is really far along. We're going to be pushing through the app stores to get reviewed for beta. Probably tomorrow is the goal. And then, yeah, we'll be pushing it out to our Patreon supporters middle next week. And then it's going to go to our Discord by the end of next week. And then the week after, we're going to be starting to send out to our wait list. So, yeah. So I guess if you're not in our Discord, go join our Discord. If you want to get on Patreon, go head to our Patreon. Or if you just want to wait till it's ready for you to get on the wait list, go to savejoey.com. So, whoo! I just talked a bunch, so I'm just going to take a moment to breathe. Yeah. Okay, here we go. International, yes. Yeah, there was a Discord, or there is a Discord. That's actually where the idea came from, because Melty Mermaid dropped this into Discord, right? So Melty Mermaid, if you're here, you're the best for starting this whole train, right? But yeah, there's a link in our bio to our Discord. So I think it's like bit.ly/rad-discord, I think. But yeah, probably easier just to go to our bio link, check it. So, okay. So what I'm doing right now, it's crunch time period. And so, there is a combination, system to accessories. Like, hijab with aviators looks really cool, but, aviators with Devil in Disguise doesn't, that does actually work. Holy shit. That looks really good. Yeah. So Devil in Disguise with his looks really good. But let's do aviators with Executioner. There you go. That doesn't work, right? Because it covers the Executioner. So basically we need to write out all of the combinations of accessories that we want. So this is the list so far that we've got. And so yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. And so we've made it all the way down to the wizard hat. Yeah. Should we make a wizard hat with Stegosaurus? I don't think so. Nah. Wizard hat with eyes looks really good. By the way, most of these accessory came from the community suggesting them to me. So, oh yeah, wizard hat with toucan. It has a cool edge to it, right? So that one's going in. Wizard hat with a wand absolutely needs to be done. So yeah. Wand. I don't. Should we do wizard hat with a scythe? Looks pretty cool. Nah, I don't like it. Hey, Ella Raynard, thanks for giving me the follow. You're the bomb. Welcome to the community. Yeah, can't wait for it. So excited. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, it's been so fun to literally when this was first happening. What do we think? Do we like? Nah, I don't like that. When we first started this, the day that it happened, the first few days, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited just thinking about it. All you know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm so glad that it's almost here. I'm definitely getting the launch jitters. We're getting close, really close now, and anything that goes wrong pushes it back days now, and so it's yeah. I'm anxious. But we're gonna make it through. So I think Crocs needs to go on everything. So top hat and a monocle. Let's see. I think I wrote that one down. But yeah, here we go. Top hat And where's the monocle? Monocle. So this is a list of all the accessories. It's gnarly. Look at that. It's insane. What the hell's the monocle? Damn, where is the monocle? We definitely have a monocle. I just can't find it. Scrolling slower now. Come on, monocle, where you at? Did I delete it? I didn't delete it, did I? Excuse you, you did not just say try to put Crocs on. Well, actually, yeah, also, hello. How's it going, Kirkette? Yeah, the Crocs should go with everything, right? Look at that. And also, it's not a shark, it's a dolphin. So, but I forgive you just this once. Yeah. What do you think about Post Malone with a top hat, Joey? Yeah, I had it earlier, right? I don't know what's happening. Jaden, thanks for following me. China acting super sus. I love that username, by the way. Yeah, thanks for following. And also hi to you, gracious cub. Welcome to the party today. I need to find this freaking monocle. I'm getting there. It is. I found it. Yes. Okay. Cool. Monocle and top hat, Joey. That looks super dope. Looks super dope. Gracious Cub, thanks for the follow. Don't do it again. Yeah. Post Malone and Crocs. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. I love Post Malone, Joey, honestly. I think it's one of our few celebrities, Joey's. Post Malone and what? And Crocs. Crocs. Yeah. Here it is. It looks so good. Yeah. Please tell me you live here, otherwise I might cry in the most Australian way possible. No, I don't. I don't live in Australia. I live in the U.S. I live in Florida. So yeah, it's funny. Like we didn't have plans to make this Australian themed, and it's really funny because at this point I don't even think of this as a kangaroo. Like that's a dolpharoo to me. You know what I mean? And so like somebody one time came in and was like, "Yo, what's with the Australian theme?" And I almost said, "What are you talking about?" But yeah, I don't live in Australia, so it's funny how it happened. Basically, we were working through this on a live, and then somebody we came up with the idea that basically the water in the bowl in the Joey's bowl represents the budget, right? And then somebody was like, okay, well, it should be a fish, not just like a water cup. And then somebody said they want to make their fish be named Joey. And then I was like, yo, Joey, kangaroo, here we go. And so that's how we ended up doing that. So, oh, Florida explains all of this. I would take exception to that, but Florida really doesn't have anywhere to stand on. We are a melting pot of horse shit. So, yeah. Ooh, wizard hat zombie. Nah, that doesn't work. I really like the zombie. Eye patch. That looks dope. Cool. So what is the most Australian way to cry, by the way? I need to circle back on that. Hi, what's happening, Coco? I'm going to say it. Coco Ehui. There you go. Oh, thanks for the following. Appreciate you. Into our beer. Okay. I love it. What kind of beer do you drink mostly in Australia? Like what's like the most common beer that you would see? Or do we get to lie? What do you mean? Could you expand on that, Zanny boy? All right, we're going to Devil in Disguise. I think Unicorn Devil in Disguise is super dope. We cry through our Rakia. Oh, you put a comment above it. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Okay. If anyone tells you it's Foster's, they're lying. Yeah. You know, I almost said, "Is it Foster's?" and I was like, "No, I'm gonna let them tell me." I don't want to make any assumptions. You know. Yeah. It's Australian for beer, right? Also, I have a horrible Australian accent. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sure. But did you answer or no? What is the most common beer? Go. Also, can I just say that I love Australian football? Like, it is way cooler than American football. So good on that. Good on that for you. Does anyone does Joey's connect to our bank account, or do we get to lie to Joey about? Okay, sorry, there to go. I'm so sorry. You have 4 footballs? Well, shit. It's kind of like the rugby like one. It's kind of like rugby mixed with like, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Does Joey connect their bank accounts? Yes, sorry. So you will be able to connect your bank accounts. You can also set it manual if you'd rather stay away from using your bank account. The manual mode should allow you to manual mode should allow you to run with it like pretty easily. It is going to be a little complicated. Like, it's obviously better to have it run through your bank account kind of thing. So you have 2 rugby. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm googling this. Australian Football League. It's, you know what I'm talking about. There you go. This one, the AFL. Yeah. That's it. I actually followed it for a little bit. So you thought you could cheat Joey by just changing your spending habits. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to override your budget. So like basically it equates to like, so you have income and bills, right? And so it's gonna scan your like transactions to find income and bills, and then it's gonna subtract bills from your income, or subtract your income from your bill, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. and then that gets leveled out into an average weekly budget. And so what you could do is, even like, let's say that your monthly income was $2,700. You could just say, oh, well, actually, it's not $2,700. It's actually like $4,000, and then, you know, it'll keep your Joey alive. Like, and so you can kind of update that from the settings. So it's going to be called Save Joey, and yeah, it's a budgeting app. That's the whole thing of the game, of the idea. And so it's called Save Joey because you save money in real life, and it saves Joey because as you spend your weekly budget, the water in the bowl goes away. And if you overspend, so like let's say that you have a $230 weekly budget, if you spend $231, then your most recently born Joey goes to the graveyard, which looks like that. So they go to the graveyard, and then. But if you don't overspend, then they become a fully grown adult and they start sporting a personality, whether it's a biker or a cowboy hat or mini ears. or a Brontosaurus. I like the Brontosaurus. It's super ridiculous. Yeah, graveyard. And actually, you haven't seen nothing yet. Don't worry. When you do overspend, you'll get a tombstone for that Joey. And it's going to scan your expenses to say to find what your most expensive transaction was last week, and then it'll categorize it, and it'll have it'll go into their tombstone of, you shouldn't have bought those shoes. Said Ghost Joey the third. Yeah, when's it going to be ready? When's it hitting Android? Here we go. So basically, we are really far on development. We're going to be pushing it to the app stores and by the probably tomorrow, if not Friday. And then that's going to go to beta. And we'll be rolling out beta a little slowly. So first we have a Patreon which gets the first builds, and so they will hopefully have it early next week. And then by the end of next week we're going to send it to our Discord server, and then the week after is when we'll be rolling it out to our wait list. So you can sign up for Patreon if you want it like first. You can sign up for our Discord if you want it early. And then you can sign up for the wait list by going to savejoey.com. So yeah, Wallaby Tombstone Guild. yeah. There's a graveyard. Let me get this out. Yeah, you know what's really cool is like the first day. So this was like most of the designs of the first day. We actually in that day came up with the Joey idea, came up with the tombstones. Actually this was where we ended it the first day. Like we had a lot of work in that first day. It was like a sprite of genius kind of thing. What we also had the tombstones mapped out. We even started talking about notifications that you get from Joey as well. So yeah, if you're on track to overspend, Joey will send you like meaner notifications like you're unaliving me. So yeah. Cool. Yeah, let's I love it. Both of you asked about customizations for it. So here we go. Can you make a little TV gaming console? I'm gonna answer that one first. Yes. So you by default, these are gonna be you're gonna come in with a castle, but you can upgrade it to a TV, and so that's the TV. So there you go. And then how does the customizations work? So that's where it's going to get really dark. So buckle in, or if it hasn't been dark enough with the tombstones yet, it's about to get darker. Basically, in order to upgrade from a castle to a hammock or to a Joey wood sign, you have to sacrifice your Joeys. And so let's say that so. As I was saying earlier, you save money, you get Joeys, and so every week you get a new Joey, and then you can say, all right, I'm ready to upgrade my structure. So you press this button that upgrades the Joey, or that pulls up the upgrade panel. And so you start with things that you owned, and so by default it's actually going to be like this. So you're going to own the blue watercolor and the castle structure. You can go to the sacrificable and see a list of options. So first of all, you can upgrade watercolor to any hex value. You can upgrade it to have a flag, and then also you can upgrade structures. So each of these cost a certain amount of Joeys. So that's the idea, is you're collecting Joeys over time, and then let's say you get a Harry Styles Joey, and you're like, I don't really like Harry Styles Joey. I'm also been on the fence about the Brontosaurus, so I'm ready to upgrade this structure. So what happens is both of them will become holy Joeys, and you sacrifice them. They will fly across the screen every once in a while. They'll just woo right like that. And so you did that to be able to curate and have just a Bjorn Swan Joey with a Joey wood sign. So yeah, can the color be mint? Yeah, so basically you're gonna be able to actually choose full customization on that color. The thing is though, is you have to do it every time. So you upgrade to get so you wanted mint. Let's go make a mint really quick. Let's say that's the mint you choose, right? You will forever own that color. But you could switch it back to blue if you wanted. But in order to get another color, you'd have to sacrifice another Joey in order to get that. So then you can make it. Let's say you make it like Joey color. Cool. We also have plans to add a shareable section. And in that, I made like a really curated one. Like, so this is kind of like where you're gonna go with it. Also, I think we may eventually add loot boxes as well, which will basically how that's gonna work is, again, it's not actual money, right? You save money in real life, you collect Joeys, you use those Joeys to sacrifice to be able to upgrade things. And so I'm thinking that you'll either be able to sacrifice for, like, you use 2 Joeys to be able to get a 1 accessory Joey, or you use 3 Joeys to get a 2 accessory Joey, and then that shows you like 3, and you get to choose from one of those kind of thing. So this is by far the worst yet most awesome representation of our national animal. I love it. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the U.S. flag. I love it. Yeah, actually, so there is one of the accessories is going to be Flag Joey. And so Flag Joey, you'll be able to choose what flag it is. It's the only one that you'll be able to actually like customize. So you can set for whatever reason, if you want to get if you get a Flag Joey, you can set it to be USA, and then you can sacrifice that one. Or it can be Pride, or let's see. Did you know that Antarctica has a flag? That's the Antarctica flag. So there you go. We also have a flag duct taped to the fin Joey as well. So cool. Dutch flag. I believe we do have the Dutch flag. Hold on. Actually, we don't. Yeah. Let's add the Dutch flag. We do have a not Netherlands. We have an Amsterdam flag. This is a cool flag, right? But yeah, here you go. Cool. Dutch flag's in. Is Jamaican flag in there? No, it's not. Look at that. Right? Yeah, we don't have the Jamaican flag in there. Jamaican flag. Cool. Now it's in there. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we got through a lot of combinations today. Yeah, I do have a meeting here, everybody. So, I'm so sorry. You're just coming in. I'm bouncing. I'm gonna be on again in about 4 hours from now. So come join me again, okay, everybody? But with locks, we do have a Joey with Crocs. So I'm gonna say that's the one that you're after here. There's the Joey with Crocs. So. Is it suitable for children? I don't know. Like, I think it kind of is. Like, the thing is, you would need a bank account, right? So, just kind of automatically, it's not. It's like children don't usually have bank accounts, but they could definitely like track it manually with an allowance, I guess. So, yeah. Sweet. But yeah, I'll be back on in about 4 hours. All right, everybody. So. Thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate you. Bye, 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 bye. All right, YouTube.